Today I'm working on this second generation Kia Soul. This is going to be the same from 2014 up to 2019. So today I'm doing a low beam headlight bulb replacement, and real quick I'm going to go over the lights here. This one all the way on this side is the turn signal, high beam, low beam, daytime running light, and your marker bulb. That does not flash, that is not a turn signal. Then we have a floodlight here. So those are all the lights. Let's jump in. We're going to be replacing this one here. We're going to go into the passenger side and grab our hood release here to get into the hood. Then we'll come over here to our logo and lift. And the nice thing is you don't have to put a hood stand up. It just holds itself up. Then we're going to come in here and identify where the light is. It is right here. Here's the back of it. And I'm going to do the driver's side because it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So I'll show you on the difficult side. But it is the same on this side. There just isn't a fuse box in the way. So first off, we have a cap to remove right here. You can see these little wings that stick out. They're going to turn this way. So I'm going to push this wing here. Let me get a better view. There we go. There's some light. So this one I'm going to push down, and this one I'm going to pull up. Well, I'm going to switch over to the passenger side because on that side there I could get a better angle on this to show you the next phase of this. But it's the same for both sides. You come to this cap, you twist counterclockwise if you were facing this direction. So turn yourself around, face this direction, turn counterclockwise. There's also a little arrow on it that says open and closed. So arrow goes this way. Then this pops out. Another nice thing is there's a little clocked piece there. So when you're putting it back in, that fits into this groove down here. And it goes all the way to there. And then twist, but I'll show you that at the end. So then this reveals our bulb inside of there. There are two tabs that you go in here. Also, before you do this, make sure the car is off and the lights are off. Don't do this with the lights on. You go zap. And so all I did was twist it, and this pops out. There's a little notch there that fits into another little notch in there, and there's our bulb. I'm going to go put gloves on real quick. And the reason you want to put gloves on is you don't want to touch the bulb with greasy hands. It will shorten the life of the bulb. That is a special glass crystal that they use on the outside, and it will drastically shorten the life. So you just pull this directly out from the holder. That is a firm fit, but yep, that comes out there. Then when you go to put your new one in, put it in here, push firm on the base, clicks into place, and then it goes back into here. So important, super important thing is that notch needs to fit right there to go in all of the way. And there it is. So just make sure that notch, this is the top of the light fixture, and make sure it clicks in all the way. And that's it. So notch is kind of not totally at the top, off to the side here. You line it up, twist it, and it clicks into place. Then we have our cap, and remember this is clocked to this here, so you have to get this in the right zone for it to fit in. And then to close, you can see the close arrow goes this way. You twist. This is super firm, so that little rubber seal is going to make sure there's no moisture getting in there, but it is tough to push against. So that is how you change a high beam headlight bulb on a Kia Soul. This is a second generation, and this is the same for 2014 up to 2019. If this was helpful, give a thumbs up, and links to the light bulb are in the description. And that was the this was the low beam headlight bulb. Next video I'm going to do is the high beam and go through the rest of the lights. We'll see you next time.